Hello and welcome. I hope you can sit back, listen, and enjoy as we begin today's episode on Grani. With the introduction of rerun events, I will also be talking about my opinion on how a character was locked as a limited release, how she returns, and the trial she went through to save Duville. So with that being said, let's begin our journey. Codenamed Grani, she is a female that has had 2 years of combat experience, mainly as one of the few police officers we know of in the game, and that has a contract with Rhode Island. She was born in Victoria on December 1st. Happy early birthday, Grani. Her race is registered as Kranta and she is 154 centimeters. For those not using the metric system, that is 5 feet and 1 inches tall. Grani is one of our operators that have not been infected. She will fight to the end for her dreams and for you. Grani, Vanguard operator of Rhode Island and mounted police, will clear all obstacles in the way using her lance. Grani's first outfit released during the release of Grani and Knight's Treasure. Grani has standard strength, physical resilience, and tactical acumen. Acumen means the ability to make good judgment and quick decisions, typically in a particular domain. However, she has excellent mobility and combat skill. Imaging tests on this operator show clear outlines of internal organs, with no abnormal dark spots or shadows, no unusual traces of originum particles present in the circulatory system, no signs of infection, confirming this operator is uninfected. No oropathy at all. She is rarely exposed to originum. Only 0.1 units per liter show signs of originum crystal density. Grani is in such good shape, even if infection was chasing her, it probably wouldn't be able to catch up, stated a previous unknown medical operator. Going and delving into her archives, this is where the story begins about Grani. And Grani is a mounted police officer from Victoria. Her ancestors immigrated from Kazimierz long ago, but kept a form of cultural practice that predates the popularization of Kazimierzian knighthood. Despite growing up in Victoria, Grani wore Kazimierzian armbands, showing her fascination with Kazimierzian knights. The mounted police was one of the law enforcement agents present in Grani's hometown. It included officers from national, county, and city police forces. They are known for their well-practiced operations in broad jurisdiction. Grani was younger, shorter, and smaller framed than her teammates, which was a subject of some ridicule from other officers. She found herself handling busy work and other trivial tasks, kept away from serious law enforcement. Her first job was to help a citizen find a lost wallet. She ran through the streets, checking every alley, asking everyone she came across, until she finally recovered a wallet from a gang member. Grani never cared that her work was trivial, and she never sought promotion. She just wanted to patrol the town and help people in need. Before long, the mounted police received a letter commending her efforts. Soon, a second letter came, then a third, and even a public award. But when the people became accustomed to Grani's work, the stream fan mail slowed down. While she lacked combat experience, she never rushes into battle without thinking first. In most cases, she will analyze her target and situation, the number of opponents, their skill level, her available tactics, and then wait for an opportunity to execute her plan. Grani's flexibility in large-scale combat, as well as her speed, make her an excellent choice to carry out Rhode Island's tactical maneuvers. She is incredibly cooperative in deployments, keeping to Rhode Island's orders. In addition, Grani excels at fostering esprit de corps and boosting morale. She is always positive and promotes unity among Rhode Island's diverse staff. Most everyone is eager to work with her. She has had an overwhelming positive impact on her company. Grani has received a lot of positive feedback on her work with Rhode Island's. Grani was once part of the support team in a mission where Rhode Island operators were pursuing rogue mercenaries across an open plain. Grani demonstrated her incredible mobility in this battle, successfully raiding the enemies, intercepting and trapping the main target to buy a time for her teammates. Grani has also executed Originum escort missions for Rhode Island. During one such deployment, she fended off a large group of interceptors threatening the convoy. The list of her impressive accomplishments is long given her lack of experience. Grani once lost contact with her combat squad while clearing brigands from a mountainous area. The complex terrain wrought havoc with their communication signals. When the squad finally found Grani, she had ran the bandits off on her own. She took the initiative when fellow operators could not arrive before the raiders began looting a village. She devised a plan to buy time, using the town streets and houses to mitigate the attack. She eventually forced the bandits to give up. However, when she went to rescue a child kidnapped by an outlaw, she took a hit to her left arm. After returning to Rhode Island, the operators discussed her course of action. The operators were talking amongst themselves, and they quoted, "She continued pursuing the enemy, but did not violate the directives of the operation." They came to a conclusion that while she did not break some rules, without her efforts the mission would have failed. Grani made the right call in that event. Grani needs to gain more practical combat experience. It would help her to have more control over her engagements. She must also build up her physical strength. Grani has some advantages over her peers, but they are insufficient. I hope to see her deployed on more operations. At her current level, she will have a hard time reaching her goal. She faces many challenges, but she must not be kept out of danger. It's her life. She won't give up no matter what. That's the only thing I worry about, stated Neural in one of these archives. With that being stated, some information among her weapon. Grani's cavalry pike. It's about 1.58 to 3.3 meters in length. Grani's light rifle has collapsible design and can be used as a short spear before unfolding. It also folds out to a standard light rifle. As a police weapon, it cannot penetrate heavy armor, but is able to inflict serious damage to anyone who underestimates it. The pike is humorously out of proportion to Grani's small stature and thin frame. It does not appear well suited to her. Still, Grani loves her pike and has trained extensively with the weapon. With that being stated, that is the end of our story with Grani. I will be going into more information about the event about Duville and Scotty come Friday. At this time though, what I do want to do is I want to give you my personal opinion on Scotty, on Grani, on the event and everything like that. I really do appreciate Arknights releasing the Knights of Treasure and Grani event. Again, it gives doctors that did not get this game whenever it first came out in that first month the opportunity to get one of these limited operators, giving them the ability to have their waifu if she is one of your waifus. Grani is, me personally, one of my favorite operators. She is very niche. She cannot be used everywhere. I will give her that. She is a one block operator that has the ability to block two. And with the release of Siege, Bagpipe, even with Reed and Texas and so many others, she is outclassed. However, what I like about Grani herself is that she has the ability to not only attack one, but attack all that is blocked. So she's like a miniature Spectre or Blaze. With that being stated, she is very niche as a operator that cannot be used everywhere. But if you want her, if you want to get her outfit, you're more than welcome to. She is one of my favorite operators to use whenever I can use her. And that is why I did E2 her. If you do like this kind of content, please feel free to comment down who you want to see after Scotty. I'm still looking into researching some of these people, some of these operators, because they do have phenomenal stories. And with Grani being as short as she is and having a lance that can't even fit on screen whenever you're playing Arknights, it's kind of humorous. Thanks for watching though, and I do hope you enjoyed the rest of your afternoon. Bye bye.